Good day, everyone. My name is Joseph Kuruma, and I'll be presenting a project charter for the project titled Peer Support Network Integration Module for Pittsburgh Mercy Behavioral Health. The table of contents include the project charter, the work breakdown structure, and the budget's breakdown. For the project charter, the purpose, the Peer Support Network Enhancement Project aims to augment the existing open EMR system used by Pittsburgh Mercy Behavioral Health to improve service delivery for individuals facing mental health challenges, substance use, and homelessness. By integrating new tools specifically tailored to peer support specialists, this project will enhance care coordination, streamline workflows, and provide valuable insights into client outcomes, ultimately improving the quality and effectiveness of services delivered. Three objectives for this project is to develop a centralized, searchable repository for community resources accessible through Open EMR to aid specialists in connecting clients to essential services like housing, employment programs, and support groups. Implement secure communication tools to enable seamless collaboration through care teams and real-time client engagement within a HIPAA-compliant environment. Introduce progress tracking and reporting capabilities to monitor client outcomes effectively and generate actionable insights for care improvement. The scope of this project is exclusively on integrating a resource repository, secure messaging system, and database tools for tracking and reporting clients' progress. These additions are designed to address gaps in peer support workflows, provide easier access to resources, improve collaboration across teams, and ensure better oversight of client outcomes. Key stakeholders include the project sponsor, which is Pittsburgh Mercy Behavioral Health. They oversee the projects and support the projects. They provide funding, approve project scope, objectives, and deliverables. They ensure alignment with organizational goals. The project manager, which is me, leads and manages the project, develop and maintain project plans, coordinate activities among stakeholders, monitor progress, and manage risks. Ensure project is completed within time and within budget. The development team designs, builds, and implements the PSN module. And then the key responsibilities, we analyze functional and technical requirements, develop and integrate the module, conduct testing and address bugs, ensure the system meets compliance standards. The end users, which this project is directed basically, the peer support specialists, they utilize the system in daily operations. They provide input during requirement gathering. Also, they participate in testing and provide feedback, use the module to manage and document peer support activities. The IT support team provides technical support. The compliance officers, they ensure regulatory adherence. The training team, they prepare users for adoption of the new system. The clients receive services through the system. The estimated total budget will be $125,000. The details are provided in section 3. The timeline for this project starts January 13th, 2025 and ends March 7, 2025. Assumptions and risk. Key assumptions for this PSN project. Existing system stability. We assume that the current system is stable and support integration. We assume resource availability, adequate financial, technical, and human resources will be allocated. We assume stakeholders engagement. All key stakeholders, including peer support specialists and leadership, will actively participate. We assume compliance standards. The project will adhere to existing HIPAA and healthcare regulations. We assume user adoption, peer support specialists, and other end users will adopt the new system. The risks include scope creep. Stakeholders might request additional features beyond the original scope. Integration challenges, unforeseen capabilities, issues between the new module and the existing EMR. There's a risk for potential vulnerability in the system could expose sensitive client data. User resistance, peer support specialists and other users might resist adopting the new system. Resource constraints, delay in securing necessary resources. These are all potential risks for the project, and we have the approval here. This next section will be looking at the work breakdown structure for the project, and this entails the life cycle and rapid application development methods for this project. Now, the project initiation starts, it's between January 13th to the 17th, 2025. And in this project initiation, the first thing we identify stakeholders. That will be January 13th. And then we identify all key stakeholders and groups. And the key activities here, we create a stakeholder registry. We define the roles and expectations. And we define project objectives. That will be between January 14 and 15. Clearly define what the project aims to achieve. The key activities we try to align objectives with organizational goals. The project planning, January 16. Develop a detailed project plan covering timeline, resources, budgets, and risk. And the key activity here, we create Gantt charts for scheduling. That's using Project Libre in my case. Approval, January 17th. Obtain approval for the project charter and plan from stakeholders and leadership. The second thing we do in this work breakdown structure is requirement gathering, and it's going to be between January 18th to 25th. Stakeholder interviews. We conduct workshops or interviews to gather functional and technical requirements. We engage peer support specialists for user stories. We document all requirements for system functionality, compliance, and usability. This that's from the interviews. Validation, validates and finalize requirements with stakeholders to ensure alignment with project goals. The next stage will be the design stage of the project, and this is the technical part of it. The first stage is the architecture design, and creates a blueprint for the system architecture, including integration points with OpenEMR. The key activities, we define database schema, map out system workflows, and the outcome, we approved system design. The second, we're going to use the user interface mockups, develop user interface prototypes for the PSN module. Then we go to the next one, the approval, obtain stakeholder approval for the system and the user interface designs. The development stage, that's between February 4 and February 19th. This is probably the longest time of the project because this is very technical here. So the first one will be environment setup, February 4 to 5. Set up technical environment for development and testing. We configure servers and databases, install necessary tools and frameworks, ready development environment. The feature development is the longest side of it. Build and implement the core features of the PSN module. The key activities, develop peer support profiles and documentation interfaces. So the integration stage, which is February 16 to 19, integrate the PSN module into existing OpenEMR system. And we come to the testing and question and answers, Q&A section between February 20 and 26. We test core development between February 20 and 21. Here, we develop test cases to validate the functionality and performance of the module. And the key activities: we write test scripts, define testing criteria, functional testing, test individual components to ensure they work as intended, integration testing, test the entire module within the OpenEMR environment to ensure smooth operation, and issues resolution, resolve any bugs or issues identified during testing. And the next stage is training and deployment. User training materials, prepare training materials, guides, videos. We conduct trainings between February 2029, train peer support specialists and other users on how to use the new module. Deployment planning, develop and execute the development plan for the module. Then at this stage now, we try to go live. We launch the module and monitor its performance. Then the project closure between March 4 and March 5. At this stage, we conduct a post-implementation review to assess project success. And then lessons learned, document lessons learned to improve future projects. And we sign off. This is the officially close of the project. And that's be the life cycle of this project. We have a budget breakdown here. We have the category description and cost. Personnel cost, project manager, 15,000. Developers, 60,000. Q&A specialists, 8,000. The trainers, 4,000. Development tools, 5,000. Testing environment, 5,000. Training materials, 3,000. Contingency fund, that's 10% of the total budget, 12,500, and that gives us a total of $125,000. This is my project charter and work breakdown structure for my intended project. I'm Joseph Kroma. Thank you very much.